Hi, welcome to another video with Miss T's idea. And I thank you for coming to my channel. And if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. To everyone that's been, if you're new to my channel, I make journals, junk books, junk journals, and now I'm trying to tamper with a little bit of mixed media. Come on in, have a seat. Let's get ready to do something. Let's get ready to glue and paint. Okay, this is my first of the mixed media I've done with paints, and I'm not finished with this one. And this is book pages, and I also inked it, distress inked it around to give it the vintage look. This here I finished last night. This is some mixed media. It's done with flour, and I just painted it with chalk paint. Started off with chalk paint and regular acrylic paint. The acrylic paints. You could buy these acrylic paints here, 10 tube set from Walmart. Just regular acrylic paint. Okay. Let me set this camera up a little higher so you can see. Now, I am known for dropping the camera. Let's pray. Say a little prayer. I don't drop it. Okay, this is the paints that I bought. No, it's $7.99. I put a flower on this paper. It's regular book page, and I use the chalk paint, and you could also use gesso. They say use gesso, but I didn't have no gesso. I used chalk paint, and it dries it out to give you that paint finish. And I also had a paper flower here, and I used the pinks on it and the green. And this was made with a, am I recording? Yeah, this was made with a book page. And after this was done and dry, I went over it with, where is that? I went over it with, what is that? Decoupage and Mod Podge? Yes, I went over it with Mod Podge. First time doing this. You know, I seen another YouTuber do it that does mixed media, and I wanted to know what mixed media was, so I Googled it. And I done this last night. But gesso or chalk paint is dry, and when I was done with it, I put the deco Mod Podge on it. Mod Podge. I wanted to go. I can't think. Yeah, and now it feels like leather. The paper feels like leather. And I have some more mixed media coming, because this is a page that's going to go in my junk journal. And this here is my butterfly. And I'm not quite finished with it, but this is also a book page too. And I went around the edges of it with chalk paint, and I inked it, and I put one coat of Mod Podge on it. See, it's kind of shining. This is also a book page, and it will go into my journal. So I'm not through with this. I don't know what else I'm going to do to it, but I'm not through. I have two of them like this. the butterfly. And this came out of a book, a children's book. Now, what I'm fixing to do to this is, where's my, okay. Don't use your good brushes. You just use little child brushes, little kitty brushes, little inexpensive brushes. And I really use inexpensive brushes. Okay. And I'm fixing to put some chalk paint. I'm gonna start off with chalk paint on this middle. The reason why I'm not gonna keep this color. I'm not gonna keep it white. And this chalk paint kind of vanishes out into the seam. I'm not gonna keep it white, but I'm trying to give it that rough so I can paint it. It's like a primer. That's what I'm doing. I'm using the chalk paint as a primer. I've never painted before in my life. But what I'm learning about painting, just like with junk journal, you can't mess up this. Guess you can, but you can't. And the looser you hold your brush, the better. If you're all tight on your brush and nervous and scared, you're gonna have a hard time. As you paint, I noticed doing this, because I am very much an amateur. I don't know nothing about this. As you paint, as I was painting this, my hands got looser and looser, and the looser it got, the better off I was. I don't know if that's a thing, but a person that paints, an artist, a real artist, probably could say something about that. Because I don't know if it's a thing or not, but the looser, or maybe it's a physical thing. The more I did this, the more I painted this, the looser I got. And I'm not all in the lines and stuff. Like some of the tips of my flowers, as you can see, I don't like that, but as you can see, was gone when I cut them out. This is paper flowers. I cut them out and did this. This is going to be pages for my junk journal. And I just kind of drew the tip because the tips was missing. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm doing with this, I'm painting this to give it a rough texture. And then I'll go over it with my green color. I would rather use a chalk crayon. I don't have none. So I have the wet markers. I don't want to do wet. That wet is not for this kind of painting, I don't think. And but you can use the wet paint. Don't quote me. I don't know if that's a professional thing to do. I think you can use the wet paint after you coat this. Because this is going to dry the paper up and it seals whatever moisture. That's what I think. I'm not a professional painter, not even close. But Miss T ideas, work on the ideas that's in her head and put them ideas on paper. Period. I just do it. I'm not afraid. I just do it. And if I mess up something, who am I hurting? I mean, if you don't try, you can't you can't win or lose if you don't try. I've never zip lined, but I bet you if I get to a zip line, I'll do it. I'm the curious type. And when I do it, I'm like, well, it is what it is. Just like the first time I've flown, Hey, by the time I got on that plane, I'm like, okay, I'm up here. Hey, you know, God is with me. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Period. Period. You know, something happened. Hey, God, go meet Jesus. I'm up here. The door's closed. I'm in here. I'm in this thing. Okay. And now I love to fly. I do. When everything is operating right. I don't know what's been going on lately. My voice is down a little octave because I took a little nap. When I sleep, my voice go down octaves. Sounding like dude. Okay. And yeah, because I don't have chalk, uh, because I don't have dry markers, I'm using this chalk paint to roughen and seal any moisture I may put on here. Okay, from a brush or paint that has moisture in it. And that's what I'm doing, because this stuff gets dark. It gets dark. I don't know what this is going to do. And you see, I do this. I just do things. Just do it. I just do it. I just do it. And this here has never been Mod Podged. If you know what Mod Podge is, you know what it is. It makes stuff shine. It gives stuff a leather feel. But the purpose of it, it makes stuff shine. Because this is very dry. This white kind of disappears. I really need a bigger brush. But I got these brushes cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. That's right. That's right, I did. This here, like I said, this is here. It's just going to give the paper a leather feel. This white here is irrelevant, redundant. It's going to hold everything together. Because I'm not painting this to paint it. I am painting it for the texture of the paper that I want. That's what I'm doing. And if I had a bigger brush, I'd be doing this so much better. I'm not worried about going through the yellow because this stuff disappears. Disappears. I'm not painting it for color. I'm painting it for texture. The texture be real. I found a sun. It might be a sticker, and I put that on there. I may have to go over this a few times because this little brush I'm using. And like I said, I did it on a short. I have a bottle, and I put the brushes in there. Check it out. Like if you don't have time to get up, you don't want to move around like that, you're busy. Busy, busy, busy. You can do that till you get to wash your brushes later. And this here really where you can feel the humps and stuff, the texture of the flowers, I can use my sand block when this dries. Until you put the Mod Podge on, the shine, the gloss, the last finish, till you put that on, you can use this. And I can sand this down to make it smooth as one sheet of paper, like nothing is on it. Being a newbie, sometimes I forget that. I forget what I can do. And see the part in this paper? You can tell down the middle of this paper where it's two sheets. I can sand that down that it look like it's born together. Putting a little bit over this moon, because like I said, this here don't just come out like white. It don't. But it give it a good texture. And don't make the paper all stiff. When you finish, you still can handle it. Last night I had paint all on my desk and stuff. I was using this as a whole palette. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to let this dry. I'm going to also sandpaper this. I should have did this before I put the gloves, so I can let it melt into the paper, because you can kind of see the little humps, but I'm not through with that. And this here is like leather. I mean, it's just like, it's like a faux leather. I put paper flowers under here, and I just use chalk paint, and then I use the colors as acrylic. Well, I can't really do nothing else until this dries. This has to dry. This is chalk paint. It don't take long to dry. And I'll see you on part 2 of the finishing of this mixed media my way. Having up my stuff. This is Miss T's Ideas. And thank you for being here while I do a little mixed media. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you made it to the end of the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on the next video of Miss T's Ideas. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Bye.